हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। और आज मैं स्टेनोग्राफी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए एक नई टॉपिक पे डिक्टेशन देने जा रहा हूं जो अब से 15 सेकंड में स्टार्ट हो जाएगी। 10 सेकंड लेफ्ट, 5 सेकंड लेफ्ट, स्टार्ट। मिस्टर वाइस चेयरपर्सन सर, द बिल टू प्रोटेक्ट द whistleblower after getting passed from the Lok Sabha is in waiting for almost 26 months. As the deputy leader of the opposition mentioned, this is definitely a historical occasion. With the passage of this bill, there will be an assurance and broadening of the Right to Information Act, which has been ensured by our Honorable Congress President, the UPA Chairperson Srimati Sonia Gandhi, and our UPA government were back in 2004. Once we get to hear the whistle, the remembrance of childhood will automatically come to the mind. Blowing of whistle in the natural fancy of the children, this indicates their capacity to learn, to alert their milieu, and to go ahead along their path. At the same time, blowing whistle is also an essential thing to cross through difficult terrains and to pass in the deep, dark, and severe nights. In the advanced democracies, including the United States of America, there was a law to protect the whistleblowers, and we will be among those nations with this enactment. In this country, we are having centuries long history of the turmoil to the whistleblowers in the society, where it is small or large. Whenever somebody highlights the happenings which are not good for the health of the society, they will be targeted in such a way that they will not dare to highlight such incidents again and again. Even the UPA government has tried and established the institutions like the Central Vigilance Commission, strengthening of the Central Bureau of Investigation, besides having the latest Lokpal at the central level and the Lokayukt at the state level. The whistleblowers' protection will ensure internal personalities who are privy to the happenings within such organizations, offices, departments, ministries, and all other establishments to highlight and to safely communicate to the right source to have the remedial measures and the correctional measures. With the passage of this whistleblowers protection bill, we will be having not only the broad basing of the Right to Information Act, but we will also be ensuring the internal protective cover which the deputy leader of the opposition just now mentioned to those who are enthusiastic to see the corruption-free environment and economy of such organizations. In particular, whenever we try to understand the word of corruption, it will be automatically deemed to be an economic offense. It is not only economic, but it can be social, political, and administrative as well. The discrepancies of such administrative and political corruption will automatically throw the bright future and prosperity of such organizations and would also tarnish the image of such organizations. The whistleblower will naturally be trying to protect the image of such organizations at their personal risk. They keep doing this. The persons coming from Deccan, Hyderabad, Nizam state, the fate of whistleblowers is much known to us. There are several incidents which have highlighted the plight and pathetic administrative conditions of the then Nizam state have to meet very severe personal turmoil after highlighting such incidents. The democracy will automatically flourish when there is proper freedom and at the same time necessary protection to highlight such happenings. With this passage of the whistleblowers bill, we will be having a great image that our Indian democracy is flourishing and advancing. Sir, I have already submitted some amendments which are absolutely necessary to meet the purpose for which this bill has been brought about. It is in order to protect the whistleblowers in the case of corruption. The corruption got exposed in sectors particularly relating to public service, harassing the common people. On the other hand, there are major projects including natural resources and they would also include public services. The present scenario in our country is that all those areas it is being moved on a public-private partnerships mode involving the private sector in a big way. Secondly, there are certain other important financial services like insurance. A lot of private insurance companies are also operating through which the government finance through premium payment is being channelized. Corruption is taking place in that area also, duping the common people. So I am sure that both the sides of the house would appreciate the change of profile of entire governments, including public sector. If we go through the sources of corruption right from 2G, Coglate and KG Basin case, we will find that there is an interface between the government system and the public, private and corporate sectors together. So at least to cover those areas, it is important that the definition of public servants who are going to be protected for whistle blowing against corruption need to be suitably expanded to include deemed public servants who are not the direct government or municipal sector or autonomous sector employees and should also include employees of those companies whom the government finance. Stop. Thank you दोस्तों. Thank you for listening and coming to my channel. You should definitely subscribe my channel and download video for speeding up yourself